how the backlash of this 35-16 semi-final drubbing will affect the morale and confidence of a side, who have already qualified for the grand final playoffs ahead of the Super 8s, remains unanswered at this moment in time, and it will also be interesting to see the way in which head coach Justin Holbrook attempts to lift the doom and gloom in the manner he approaches these end-of-season fixtures. Whether he opts to continue his current policy by playing his strongest team whenever fitness allows, or gives a number of his youngsters a chance to show their credentials at the expense of one or two senior pros, only he knows, but it may become a little clearer when the Aussie reveals his squad for Friday night's tough-looking home game against Huddersfield Giants, winners of their last 4 outings. Saints will certainly need to bounce back in a positive manner if they want to erase the memory of their French flop, especially a nightmare opening 40 minutes when they were hit by a 4-try broadside, ripped apart defensively almost at will, and trailed by a 27-point margin which their fans must have found hard to swallow. It was virtually game, set and match for Steve McNamara's boys, and I wouldn't argue with the former England Supremo's post-match verdict that it represented their best performance this year by a country mile. At the other end of the scale, and without taking any of the gloss from the Dragons' outstanding performance, this was also one of Saints' poorest 80 minutes of an otherwise almost impeccable 2018, and ironically, it happened on the most important day of the current campaign. They were below par almost from the opening salvos, and even on a dry day their normally sure handling left a great deal to be desired, and the harder they tried to remedy the situation, the more errors they seemed to make. Neither did Holbrook try to make excuses for only the club's third setback of the season, and when asked how difficult it would be to pick up his players, he said, "I'm not sure at this moment in time because I hadn't thought I would have to do so. Obviously, I am shattered, disappointed and devastated by the result, and no doubt it will hurt me more when I wake up in the morning. We are still a good side but poor today, and that hurts for sure." Of Saints' shambolic first-half display, which also resulted in Morgan Knowles being sin-binned a few minutes before the interval, Holbrook said, "We got what we deserved. The Dragons ran hard, completed their sets, and we did the opposite. They dominated us completely in the first half, and all credit to them. I was happy with our fight back as we put a bit of a dent in them, but we were too far behind in the end. Had we restricted them to an 18 or 19 points halftime lead, we would have had a chance, but we needed halftime to come. In the end, we couldn't get there. The sin-binning came and I thought we were in big trouble. We leaked 2 more tries, and in the end the deficit was 2 great Dragons tries. Tierney, 20 minutes, Garcia, 30 and 39, Jiggett, 37, Moa, 62. Goals: Drinkwater, 8, 20, 35, 37, 39, 45 and 62. Drop: Jiggett, 33. Saints tries: Percival, 50 and 68, McCarthy Scarsbrook, 55. Goals: Richardson, 55 and 68. Penalties: Dragons, 8, Saints 9. Halftime, 27-0. Full-time, 35-16. Referee, Robert Hicks. Attendance: 26,086. Teams: Dragons, 31. Tony Jiggett, 20. Lewis Tierney, 1. David Mead, 4. Braden Williame, 5. Fouad Yaha, 6. Samisoni Langi, 33. Josh Drinkwater, 15. Michael Simon, 19. Michael McIlloram, 10. Sam Moa, 21. Benjamin Julian, 12. Benjamin Garcia, 8. Remy Castille, subs, 11. Lewis Anderson, 14. Julian Busquet, 17. Jason Badieri, 34. Kenny Edwards, Saints, 23. Ben Barba, 5. Adam Swift, 2. Tommy Mackinson, 4. Mark Percival, 19. Regan Grace, 1. Johnny Lomax, 18. Danny Richardson, 10. Kyle Amore, 9. James Roby, 16. Luke Thompson, 15. Morgan Knowles, 11. Zeb Tai, 12. John Wilkin. Subs, 6. Theo Phages, 13. Louis McCarthy Scarsbrook, 14. Luke Douglas, 20. Matty Lees,